Hello la famille, comment ça va? Vous allez bien? Nongeye kubakira neza hano kuri Ultimate Stories. Welcome here once again. Hano tugiye kugera ku gice cyacu twishe iziko ry'ikinyamakuru, aho mbazanira major stories exclusively non-politics. Mugezwaho nanjye ngenyine icyo kunywa kitabura ku birori Perezida wa Afrika Mode the Emperor. Na wundi ninje ubagezaho this section of iziko ry'ikinyamakuru, aho dusoma amakuru kuva mu binyamakuru bitandukanye kw'isi. Uyu munsi let's look at what I'm going to be delivering to you today. So we are going to look at the passport rankings, where the US passport has again topped, has increased in ranking power. Turasoma nanone ku makuru nk'uko ino section ibitegurwa ariyo iziko ry'ikinyamakuru, aho mbasomera ikinyamakuru mu bintu byanditswe uyu munsi. So let's get straight forward on this section. Turareba kuri kino kinyamakuru cya NBC, tusome amakuru yacyanditse mu byerekeye n'ibiri kuba muri Iran. Let's start. Loads of black body bags can be seen laid inside and outside a large warehouse. Many have been partially opened so the corpses can be identified. Within the waiting crowds, a man in a yellow sweater clings to the feet of a corpse, gently rocking, crying and moaning inaudibly nearby. A woman can be heard screaming, a guttural noise unmistakable for the discovery that loved one has died. The video shot near Iran's capital, Tehran, shows crowds of men in black winter coats pace and search for information, some speaking urgently into their cell phones. Three women in headscarves are engaged in a heated argument that turns physical. One of them is restrained by the other two as their grief turns to anger. A fourth woman sits slammed against a wall, muttering while listlessly banging her head. NBC News geolocated the video to Kariska Forensic Medical Center, where rows of black body bags can be seen laid inside and outside a large warehouse. Many have been partially opened so the corpses can be identified. Blood limbs and the faces, mainly of men, are visible. The video does not appear to have circulated before Sunday, but NBC News has not been able to pinpoint where exactly it has taken. Though the Iranian regime has cut the country's internet, this vignette showing the aftermath of its deadly crackdown against demonstrators emerged online Sunday. It was not clear from the video how these people died, but according to the human rights activists, new agents or HRANA, a watchdog based in the United States, almost 600 people have been killed in the demonstrations that broke out just over 2 weeks ago in response to soaring prices for everyday goods. Of these, 496 were identified as protesters and 48 as security forces, HRANA said. Another human rights monitor, the Norway-based Iran Human Rights Group, said on Monday that at least 694 protesters has been killed. Casualty figures vary between rights groups because the internet blackout makes it hard to speak with people in the country. Iran authorities have realized no official data, though the state-controlled IRIB broadcaster claimed without evidence that the majority of the deaths were caused by the anti-government protesters themselves. With the internet shut down by the Islamic regime, gaining a clear picture is difficult, but details are getting through, and the government has not that clips have been sent via Starlink, Elon Musk's satellite internet service. Starlink terminals are known to have been smuggled into Iraq during the last large round of protests in 2022 and 2023. London-based Dr. Sharam Kodast said he has been in touch with colleagues in Iran in recent days. He said Iran physicians have witnessed hundreds of dead and wounded people streaming into Tehran's hospitals as security forces maintain a constant presence. It's basically a massive number of deaths. Injured, he told NBC News in a telephone interview. Kodaski, who is a hemato-oncologist, meaning he treats people with disorders and cancers related to the blood, also criticized a lack of supply and support at the hospital and a lack of communication. One of my colleagues on his way to the hospital was shot and himself injured, he said, adding that doctors he had been in contact with were suffering from post-traumatic stress disorders from what they had seen, and they can't even talk properly. Some feel they cannot even seek medical treatment for fear of arrest by the regime's security forces, according to Kevin Mahadi, the chief of internal medicine at Clifton Springs Hospital near Rochester, New York. For years, he has offered online medical advice to Iranian protesters. Among his 1.3 million Instagram followers, at the beginning of the protests, they came to him for advice on how to treat tear gas inhalation, blunt force trauma, and pellet wounds, he said in a telephone interview. But that changed on Thursday when the internet went down. Rather than people reaching out for advice about treating wounds, you are hearing people just telling you that they are seeing protesters being killed. Mahadi said it shifted after that internet blackout. The level of violence went up. He added that he thought that over 1,000 people have been killed in Tehran since Thursday, based on the information he has received. He has also had disturbing messages from colleagues in Tehran and Mashhad, Iran's second largest city. He said they were seeing 20 dead people just alive, all were headshots, and I was like, what is going on? These are protests. Why are they doing headshots? Mahadi said everybody was saying now they are using real guns. There is no more pirates. He added, it's bullets with rifles, pistols, handguns, shotguns, and people are dying on the scene. Alright, that's the news I just read from NBC News. Hanga kuri major stories, aho mbazanira ultimate stories, ultimate stories, tubazana major stories. Na inshoboye kubashakira, ariko ndacyafite kandi gace turi bwacanemo aho mbereka passport ziva mu bihugu bimwe aho zihagaze, nuko ibihugu byihagazeho. So igihugu cya Amerika kiri kwishimira ko cyongeye kugira imbaraga mu buryo passport zirebwaho. So reka nataratinda nabyo mbabasomere musomere kubyumva uko bihagaze muri iki gihe cy'umwaka ugitangira. The US passport increase in power, re-entering the top 10 rankings. In January 2026, the United States passport re-entered the top 10 most powerful rankings on the Henry Passport Index, currently occupying the 10th spot. This marks a return to the elite tier after the US dropped to 12th place in the late 2025 for the first time in the index's 20-year history. Key details regarding the current 2026 status on the US passport include visa-free access. US passport holders can currently visit 179 destinations without a prior visa. Long-term decline. Despite its re-entry into the top 10, the US has seen a significant long-term decline, falling from the first place position it held in 2014. Over the past year alone, the US lost visa-free access to 7 destinations. Long-term decline. Lost visa-free access to 7 destinations comparative to power. Because multiple countries can share a single link, there are actually 37 countries that outrun the US in 2026. Top 2026 rankings. The top spots are dominated by Asia and European nations. Singapore 192 destinations, Japan and South Korea 188 destinations, Denmark, Luxembourg, Spain, Sweden and Switzerland 186 destinations. Openness disparity. While the US allows its citizens high mobility, it ranks poorly 7th on the Henry Openness Index, as it only permits 46 nationalities to enter visa-free. Alright, okay, so nizere ko ari icyo mushoboye kuvana muri ibi ngibi mbasomeye ku makuru mushobora gusobanukirwa uko passport z'ibihugu zahagaze. Igihugu cy'u Rwanda ntabwo kirimo, nta gihugu cya Afurika mbonyemo ahangaha mu bihugu biri imbere. Of course bino ni ibihugu byateye imbere kera, so ntabwo ari ibintu bitangaje cyane kuba ibihugu bya Afurika bitarimo. Wenda abari muri diaspora, on the other side, waba uri mu gihugu cya Singapore, Japan, South Korea, Denmark, Luxembourg, Spain, Sweden and Switzerland, nizere ko you are proud. So nanone I want to appreciate you guys to be here on the Ultimate Stories. Please, I ask you kindly to share these videos I upload to family and friends. Comment down comment sections, hit the thumbnail, kugira ngo videos zikomeze kugenda hanze kuri YouTube, ikomeze kuzisuggestinga ku bantu kuko algorithm itibibona. So nuko rero bigenze, natararangiza iyi video, I always have to talk about something that is very important. If you out there, you plan uri gutegura kujya gutura muri Amerika cyangwa utuyeyo, uri mushyashya urashaka gusobanukirwa uko credit history ikora, uko ushobora kwibaka kuri ibihe bya credit, ugashobora kugira ikintu by the way, kugira ikintu maybe utunga mu buzima bwawe, kuko inanga mu bihugu nk'ibi ngibi turabona ko udasaba kuba uri umuherwe cyane kugira ngo ubone ideni, udasaba kuba ufite amarandi title kugira ngo uhabwe ideni kuva muri banki. So you want to understand these things, and then you can continue your life without any financial big financial problem. You can really plan your finances accordingly, and you want to see your growth in the first place. Nagushaka kubona urimo urahomba cyangwa urimo uratakaza amahirwe menshi kubera kudasobanukirwa uko credit history ikora. So ngeraho mfite link muri description ya kugeza kuri TikTok yanjye Mode the Emperor, wanganiriza nanjye ndi hafi kugira ngo mbashe kugufasha usobanukirwe bino bintu. So once again ndabashimira cyane kuza hano kuri Ultimate Stories, aho tubazanira major stories ubigezwaho nanjye, icyo kunywa kitabura ku birori, Perezida wa Afrika Mode the Emperor. Mugire ibihe byiza.